Hello guys, welcome to my long-awaited Ecos La Brea bison tutorial. You'll be taught how to play as it in this video. As bison don't have a lot of stamina, it can be worth it to trot from place to place, especially as a bull due to them being slower and having 5 seconds less than stamina than cows. However, if you manage to find a game trail, you can run freely as it'll give 2 times your original base stamina, 5 times if you're in flee mode when running across one. But if you can't find any, simply just trot around, as that'll let you retain the majority of your stamina should a predator come and attack, and you will need the stamina. Before I get into that though, I want to talk about tracks. There are plenty of plants in-game that you can eat, but some of them require a few conditions to become available to you. The ones that stay throughout the year are buckwheat, sagebrush, elderberry, chamis, bulrush, strawberry, yucca, tarweed, cactus, soapbush, swordfern, five-spot, willow, which mammoths can knock down if it grows too tall, brodiaca, and coffeeberry, which can spawn on other areas of the map by a mammoth's dung, but it can also spawn naturally in a very select few areas. The ones only accessible by mammoths, unless they knock them down, are oak, sycamore, and alder. Then there are the ones only accessible during wet season, which are iris, goldfield, and poppy. There's also additional tracks you can get from drinking from salt licks, spotting predators, and fleeing from predators. You can also get tracks from jousting. How do you joust? Well, you just simply click Y if you're on keyboard. Though you can also just use the emote wheel and go to emotes, which will let you select challenge. Then just walk up to another bison and hold down the prompt key. It's like rock, paper, scissors. Block beats jab, shove beats block, jab beats shove. Using the same move will usually result in neither party gaining points. After you win a joust, you'll earn at least 5 tracks. You can do all the track-related activities every hour to earn money, except for migration zones. They will usually give 1 track in smaller servers, but always give 2 tracks in the biggest servers every few minutes. Bison is unique from horse in that it can attack sabers unprovoked. You'll find that you have to do a lot of fighting as a bison. Cows deal less raw damage while bulls deal more damage. Charging at saber-toothed cats will prevent them from using their insta-kill on you, but charging costs a lot of stamina, so it should be used sparingly, preferably when the cat inevitably comes to you. A saber latching onto any spot but the kill spot obviously won't kill you, but these additional latched sabers will drain your stamina, and this stamina drain will continue for as long as they are latched on. The other sabers not on the kill spot will also make the ring minigame faster. If one latches you on the neck though, don't panic. Try to focus on matching the rings best you can. The saber is having a far harder time than you. Just be careful if you're a cow, as your minigame is quicker than the bull's. It's best to get each and every saber off as soon as possible, as even if you knock off the one that's actively doing the minigame against you, the other ones remaining latched will save the progress on the minigame. So if they've been latched for 4 seconds, then their latch progress will save, which will put you at a heavy disadvantage if they manage to get a neck latch again, so buck them off as soon as possible. If you're on computer, try to walk backward and spam your normal attack. It doesn't drain any stamina, but allows you to deal damage to predators that would typically be out of range. If you're on mobile, try to focus on conserving as much stamina as possible so that they cannot get behind you and paw swipe you to death. Do note that you cannot help herd members if any predator is latched onto them, or if you're in spook mode. You can tell when you're in spook mode by the bright red exclamation mark over your head. Spook mode gives you extra stamina, but predators need to provoke you first in order for you to deal damage. Spook mode only happens when a predator attacks your herd without any members of a species having been spotted previously. And getting spook mode can allow them to escape an angry herd of bison. If one of your herd mates manage to die, or you think that they are close to dying, simply hold your jump button to enter flee mode. This will give you additional stamina and allow you to make huge distance from the predators, which will make it difficult for them to track you down or overhunt. You can't damage predators when they're near a kill, so don't bother, but if you don't want to deal with spook mode, try to spot them before they can latch onto anyone. Knowing the wind direction helps a lot, as bright red sense upwind or crosswind can warn you of where predator is hiding long before they actually reach you. This means that you only need to pay attention to downwind and crosswind, as you can verify that upwind is safe with just a glance. To mark predators, simply aim your cursor and click. They will gain a bright light outline on the arrow afterward. Do note that even if the predator is spotted, you don't deal full damage with your charge or normal attack until they fight back. It's why it's best to wait for them to come to you instead, so you can take them out of the equation easier while retaining stamina. Even if you miss your mark a few times, just run away from the saber. They can only use their insta-kill if they latch onto your head, so giving them their rear will give you time to properly mark. As for wolves, bison mostly don't have too much worry. Even a cow can easily deal with a pack, but make sure to run into water as it slows down wolves and can let you get off your lethal blows. However, be warned, a pack of sabers can be really difficult for cows to fend off. If possible, try to also run into water when dealing with large packs of sabers, so you can deal the most damage while reducing the risk of a nest latch. Anyway, that's all you really need to know. I hope that these tips helped you get better at bison, and that you'll now have a way easier time playing the game.